Do all diets work? Yes, yes, they all do. I'm not being even sarcastic. Uh, Obviously, that's not 100% accurate, but there is an element of accuracy to what I just said. Let me explain myself. And my goal, and this is Dr. Ahmed. I'm I am a licensed chiropractor in the state of California, and I like to share whatever I accrue in terms of information. I'd like to uh, just be of service. So to cover this topic properly, obviously could take I could expound on this topic for hours, which I will not do. I will spare you the pain. Um, and at any point, any topic that any of you would like me to go into detail and actually go beyond what I would set as a 5 minute marker, you always just let me know, and we could set up a live streaming or a live lecture once the COVID thing, blows over. For the meantime, most diets work. And why is that? Why would most people tell you they have tried this weird, random, unheard of diet and it still worked? Kinda crazy, right? Are they being dishonest? No. Some of you even know these people in person and you see the difference. You see them dropping some pounds and you could see there's a bit more of pep in their step, and you're asking them, "Hey, what's going on? What are you doing that is different?" And they'll tell you they're doing something. They're doing paleo, they're doing vegan, they're doing pegan. There is literally a diet called the pegan diet where it is paleo but with a heavy emphasis on veganism. So um, Jordan Peterson's daughter does the carnivorous diet where it's only meat, and she claims that it's made tremendous benefits for her as well. Um, so so there are people who would also go full vegan and they tell you they've benefited tremendously. So how come all these diets are working? One, the first and most important thing is comparatively to a standard American diet, all these diets are better. Like, just hands down. If you want to think of a traditional American diet, what do you start out with in the day? Pancakes, McGriddle, sausage, eggs, with a piece of toast. I mean that tall glass of pasteurized orange milk alone. Orange milk. Wow, that's a special new thing. I'm patenting that. But orange juice, that's a tall glass of sugar right there. It's denatured in terms of nutrients because again it's pasteurized. So um, throughout the day, just from the get go, you're already pounding your body with refined grains, sugars, processed meats, and the day goes on, and the meals don't get any better. At most, you could throw in a salad, maybe. Most people don't. The average American consumes about 3 pounds of sugar in a week, 152 in a year. Uh, Comparatively to 200 years ago in the States, uh, it was 2 pounds in a year, which is crazy. I want to double check that, but that is pretty impressive. So, yes, if you're going to switch over from something that is just so high in refined carbs, refined sugars, processed meats, farm factory meats, of course you're going to do better. You are going to improve. And that's why pick something and just go with it. That's actually um, to start. The only problem is sustainability. In the long term, these diets eventually their true colors start to surface, and that's a problem. And that's where the problems start to happen. For example, if someone is an unresearched vegan, as in they didn't do any homework in how to balance out their diet as a vegan, and they just cut out all animal products cold turkey, they're gonna hurt eventually. One, especially the most common criticism would be is B 12 depletion. The liver stores excess B12. It lasts you anywhere from 2 to 4 years. So if you go longer than that and you're not trying to find ways to compensate or to replenish those storage deposits of B12, you are gonna have an insane energy drop, amongst other symptoms, of course. But that's usually the first symptom that people start to notice, like, oh my God, I'm just leveled. I just can't do very much. I had a patient who did come initially for her low back, but she was an unresearched vegan, and she was 2 years in. She just she didn't do much in terms of homework, and she did pay for it, energy levels wise. So um, so again, it's not a criticism on veganism. It's a criticism on unresearched, unbalanced diets. So yeah, if you want to start a diet, start one. But you could also just go to whole food based, unprocessed stuff. You don't need to give it a fancy, cool name that you could package and sell. A lot of times, those do appeal to us just because it does look like it has a solution, and then throw in some celebrity names behind it, and you got yourself a rocket product that or a fad that eventually burns out. So you want to have sustainability, something that you could do for a long time, and something that isn't going to impact you in the long run. But yeah, eventually, um, these diets do have their shortcomings if you do it long term, and if they don't have enough studies, research behind it in terms of its efficacy and sustainability in the body. Hopefully that was useful. It did go past the 5 minute mark, but I figured this would have been useful to many of you. So feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I usually have my finger bone, but I left it up there. So thank you very much, and I will see you in another video.